Lunacy never sounded so sublime as when REM goofed on the Apollo launch with its legendary refrain, "If you believe they put a man on the moon."
Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
But the average moon landing denier doesn't come across quite so poetic.
This is not a theory that they didn't go. It's an absolute fact that they didn't go.
Bart Sibrel, a disciple of the late William Casing, the aerospace industry publication veteran, who went on to author the 1976 work, "We Never Went to the Moon, America's $30 billion swindle."
The footage that we have shows them faking being halfway to the moon. That proves they couldn't go halfway because they're faking being halfway.
Run that by us again?
The footage that we have shows them faking being halfway to the moon. That proves they couldn't go halfway because they're faking being halfway.
All righty then.
Good evening. Men from planet Earth have walked on the moon, and so we are told we enter a new world.
50 years ago this weekend, the whole world was watching.
The moon can now be seen for what it truly is, a mirror image of our own Earth. And what America has done there these past 24 hours, it can do here.
But as the years have passed, there's no convincing some who believe NASA spent $25 billion back then to employ 400,000 people not to go to the moon, but to shoot a fake lunar landing on a Hollywood soundstage. This is now the age of fake news. Who better to check this out with than...
I got to write an email to the White House press office. Could you tell me if President Trump believes the moon landing was a hoax? Thank you very much.
We'll let you know if we hear back. Skepticism in general has spread like a plague, forcing those at the Smithsonian's National Air and Space Museum to explain how the Russians would have jumped all over any moon-managed malarkey.
If we had been faking this, they had both the technical capability to know that and every reason in the world to expose it.
But the Lunar Fringe claims the Russians are simply holding one over on the Americans.
They are blackmailing the United States, having information that proves that the moon landings are fraudulent.
Compromat, huh? At one point, Apollo 11 astronaut Buzz Aldrin lost his cool with conspiracy theorists, leaving Bart Sibrel moonstruck with a right hook to the face.
It may be 5, 10, 50, or 100 years before we understand, in retrospect, how this new world is different or how we are different.
This weekend, we may all take a moment to look up, either to remember the Apollo mission in sheer awe or just to bark at the moon. In New York, Steve Langford, I-24 News.